Alright, take two. The game remote. So, this is the League of Extraordinary Casuals. I'm the host, Darth Asylum, and we present Elden Ring, a Let's Play. This is our first Let's Play, actually, because I've never actually played any of the Dark Souls series, even though I wanted to when I started checking them out. But then Elden Ring came, so we are going to jump in this game and see what's going on. So, let's play. Use quick game. Okay. What's going on? Let's start a new game. We were going to be the astrologer. Oh, I didn't save any of our stuff. Interesting. Yeah, sure. We'll choose our base template. No, we already did that. Detailed appearance. So we won't go too crazy on this, but. Yeah, sure. Dark circles. Okay. We went eyeliner. It's a fantasy game, why not? No, we won't need a eye patch. Finish. All right. Hopefully now this will actually load the game. Hello? We'll give it another minute, and if it does not load this time, then we will check for corrupt files and try again later.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing.
Now that was cool.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. and become the Elden Lord.
Now that was a cool intro. That was really cool. Yes, like I was saying before, I personally have never played any of the Dark Souls trilogy or the Demon Souls, the first one that started. I was going to actually pick up the remastered Demon Souls a little bit ago, but then found out that Elden Ring was coming out, and this is the spiritual successor to all of those. So I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Those must be other people playing. So that's attack. Block. Dodge. Inventory. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. You can also use tools from the inventory menu. Okay. With the messages menu, you can write messages that players in other worlds can read at the spot where you left them. You can change the message format to leave more complex messages and also attach gestures. You can read other players' messages. Whenever another player writes a message that you've written, your hit points will be replenished. Oh. Okay. Down. We fell off a ledge coming out the front gate. Alright, we won't stop at every one of these, but really beautiful, detailed game. Am I supposed to be fighting them? What the heck was that? heard patience plays a lot of importance in this game. Because it's the pacing too, I understand. What? Beep, 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 beep. Being patient. Being patient. We don't know what happened, but a giant thing just dropped on us. We don't know. We don't know what it is. Rascal. The FPS is taking a hit pretty good. No. Unpacking it. Gotcha. Okay. We just have to be patient. So it's basically downloading everything.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Crimson Tears. Sites of Grace. Resting at a site of grace will restore your hit points, FP, and cleanse any status ailments. It will also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you've defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where the light converges. These explanations are required in the form of info items that can be accessed from the inventory at any time. Sorceries and incantations. You can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP. Switch sorcery and incantations. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding is especially effective when done with a shield. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. Left button. That's guard. You can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge, roll, or backstab. Both of these actions consume stamina. So left and back, or just back. So that's a regular backstab. Or direct roll. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength. Switch right-hand armament, switch left. Y and left button wield with 2 hands. Die. I can see the appeal though. It's really fun. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. You will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before reclaiming those runes, they will be lost forever. The compass at the top of the menu indicates the direction of the lost runes. Okay. One must have killed that guy up there. Stuff. Well, that doesn't look right. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP, so left trigger. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Attacking an enemy that hasn't noticed you will cause more damage than usual. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold RT for a charge attack, RT while jumping for a jump attack. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there is a stake of Marika near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. Prove our worth. You can perform a counter attack immediately after blocking an enemy attack card. Counters make it easy to break an enemy stance immediately after blocking an attack card counter. And he just lived. They're not kidding when it says you you die a lot. Oh, but this is actually very, very, very fun. Now, let's switch to our magic. And he killed us. Magic, no. But I'm pretty sure they want you to use the sword on that one. Reminds me of playing God of War on God difficulty. That was a rush. All right. message because somebody probably left something there. What was this message? No two-handing ahead. All right. Oh, actually got him down to half that time. Well, at least it loads quicker once all the assets are there and you just continuously keep dying. Switch action. Boss ahead. In short, try circling around. Tricky. Still no boss. Try attacking. So you can leave messages basically. Pairing required ahead. Praise the light. Going. Keep moving. Time for Elden Ring. source. Memorize spells menu. With the memorize spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Cast sorceries and incantations consumes. Your memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. You can increase your memory slots by obtaining a memory stone. Okay. So those are the only two we know so far. Sorting the chest. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage or take stored items out of the chest. If you're already carrying the maximum number of items, when you pick up a new item, it will be stored in the chest automatically. Well, that's cool. Oh, you just keep this then. Cool. I don't know. Restores hit points, restores, lose all ruins, return the last loss. Do anything like that. Okay. Let's see what's next, and then that'll probably wrap up part 1. But I'm definitely digging this game so far. I don't know what that is. Use tarnished curled finger to write a gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplier will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You will take the role of an ally, Furled Finger, and your objective is to defeat the area boss. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the summoned host or finger. Okay. From my understanding, you can, since this is open world, you can make it to all those far distant areas too. Guidance of Grace. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along your way. So we'll rest here since this is our last save spot. Summoning pools. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gathered at summoning pools. Materials. In every corner of the lands between, you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials we can use for items. Wow. Look at that. And there's our thumbnail. We killed two of you, though. Guarding. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Shields are particularly effective for guarding. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your stance will be broken. Phantoms. You may occasionally see faint white phantoms. These are traces of players in other worlds and the actions they recently performed. Set up a group password. Sites of grace that you haven't discovered yet illuminate their surroundings. If you see light while exploring, seek it out. You may find a site of grace. Adversary's objective. During competitive multiplayer, a duelist objective is to defeat the host of fingers. A duelist will return to their own world when they die, or the host of fingers is defeated, whichever happens first. Interesting. What are we at? We'll kill this monster, try to find another grace, and then we will leave it at that. Loading assets. Loading assets. When you carry more than 70% of your maximum equipment load, your dodge rolling will become slower and clumsier. If you exceed your maximum equipment load entirely, you'll be unable to roll at all. So there's encumbrance. Stance breaking. Some attacks might break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks. Parrying shields allow you to use parry. Yes. That area probably has a lot of assets to load. That's okay. Burrow Calling Finger Remedy. You can see summon signs left by players in other worlds. If you summon another player through their sign, multiplayer will begin with you as the host. During cooperative multiplayer, Fold Finger's objective is to help the host of fingers defeat the boss of the area. Container items. You will need cracked pots or other containers to craft certain items. Container items will run out with use, but the containers themselves will remain. Use gestures from the main menu to perform a variety of basic poses. Two-handing armaments. Ashes of War are memories of the affinities and skills imbued in armaments wielded long ago. With a whetstone knife, you can use Ashes of War to customize your armaments at sites of grace. Bloodstains are left. This is what we've been running across. Bloodstains are left behind in spots where players in other worlds have died. You can examine them to see how those players died. Oh, so that's right. When you touch the bloodstain, it circles somebody and shows what they were doing. That's cool. Equipping armaments. You can equip up to 3 armaments each to your left and right hands. Some armaments, such as shields, have different actions depending on which hand equips them. Setting a target. This is what we do. Lock on to an enemy to keep it targeted, making it easier to focus on it as you fight. To the right, pushing right resets the camera. Lock on and remove target while locked on to a target. Change target. Okay. On horseback, you can attack with armaments equipped in your right hand or in both hands. If you take a certain amount of damage while on horseback, you will fall from your horse. This will leave you greatly vulnerable. Frost and frostbite. When the frost gauge is full, you will take damage and become frostbitten for a while. While suffering from frostbite, you will take increased damage from other sources. The higher your robustness, the longer it takes for your frost gauge to fill. When the poison gauge is full, you will become poisoned and take continuous damage. The higher your immunity, the longer it takes for poison gauge to fill. Attacks with certain affinities, such as fire lightning, may make guarding less effective than it is against normal physical attacks. Guarding does not work against many grappling attacks. If you use a white cipher ring, you will automatically request for a hunter from another world to come to your rescue when your world is invaded. Summoning is not always possible. Upon dying, you will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. You can reclaim those runes by reaching that same spot again. However, if you die again before reclaiming those drop runes, they will be lost forever. While in combat, you're unable to craft items or open your map. Oh, so there is a map. We need to figure out where the map is. Heavy armor provides high poise, making you less likely to recoil from any attacks. Wielding a heavy weapon with 2 hands may also provide similar effects. Status death. When your death gauge is full, you will be struck with instant death. This is a very dangerous status ailment, but the higher your resistance to death, the longer it takes for the death gauge to fill. Huh. lost everything that we were trying to reclaim. Oh, this is a fun spot. So yeah, that literally means we just lost everything because the horseman guy showed up and killed us. So when we get higher level, we're coming back for you. Because my lost grace shouldn't respawn then. No, I wanted the map. I wasn't paying attention. I wanted the map. Crouching, summon, guidance, charge, torches, sleep, fast travel, supporting. Saving, crafting. Well, it's still over there, but I think the bad guy's still there too. I look dead yet? Oh, that caught me out of nowhere. Oh. Yeah, he's a tough guy. There we go. So, use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments at stells along the road. So, map. Well, I guess we'll check it out when it reloads. That guy just came out of nowhere and killed us. So we'll probably edit out all the loading. Or not. Eh, we'll just leave it. Again, this is part of the journey is patience. This game takes patience. And you will die over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And then again, when you got that boss down to a sliver of something, something will happen and you'll die. But so far, first impressions, beautiful game. It's definitely really fun. It takes a minute to kind of get back into the swing of playing like a dodge parry. You can get killed easily game, but no, I definitely am having a blast with this. It's definitely fun, so I would suggest anybody even checking out this video, if anybody checks out this video, pick it up because it's actually really fun. It is. But be prepared for the loading and stuff like that. But that's I just wanted to make sure that the even though it's taking a little while to load everything, that it wasn't the game freezing, but it isn't. It's just loading everything for it, even though you download everything, but it should get smoother at some point too. So yeah, that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. We'll try one more time to get our grace and run. Crouching. Some sites. Torches. Raise your torch to see further into dark spaces. Left button with torch equipped and left hand raise your torch. So there's a map. So that's...
Hey!
Okay, so with the map menu, you can check your current position in terrain and buildings in the surrounding areas. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. And lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Map. Use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update your map with new information by finding map fragments at stells along the road. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks. What's a stell?
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Nice.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
So, it's basically telling me that this is pointing in the direction we need to go, which is there. And then there's the bad guy who keeps killing us. Strong foe ahead, therefore fight slow. First off, defeating one by one. Hopefully we'll get our grace back soon and then we can escape. I used to go over here. Should be the thumbnail, hiding in a bush. A guy who's going to kill us if we keep running into him. That's gone now. Alright, we're gonna sneak over here. What's that? Grace. Fast travel to Sites of Grace. So through your map, you can instantly travel to any of the Sites of Grace that you've discovered. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done.
You're tarnished. I can see it. But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. Goodbye for now.
At a smithing table, you can spend runes and smithing stones to strengthen your armaments. Somewhere in the lands between, you may meet a blacksmith who can make your armaments even stronger. Cool. So that's pointing that. All right, we'll rest up here. And we'll say that that will be the end of part 1. So first impressions, what do we think? 1, the game is definitely beautiful. 2, the game is definitely hard. And 3, you will die a lot. But overall, it's been fun. It's been extremely fun. So I would say anybody definitely checking out this video, thank you for your patience for the first Let's Play for the League of Extraordinary Casuals. But at the same time, thank you for checking out Elden Ring 2, because this is a great game and it's been fun, extremely fun so far. And once we're done with this one, I can't wait to go back and check out Demon Souls Remastered, because that was the last one, and hopefully by then they'll have remastered Dark Souls at that point, which I think is in the works actually, so we'll see. So we will end it at that. Thank you again. This has been the League of Extraordinary Casuals Let's Play Elden Ring, part number 1. I was the host, still am, Darth Asylum. You guys have a great week. Be good, be safe, love you, talk to you later.